Hey, how you doing? This is Michael Savoy from Blogging with Michael. In fact, if you're watching this, you're either on YouTube, on Google Hangout, or on bloggingwithmichael.com/blog, where I have this blog posted. Now, there's a few different ways of creating content. Uh, Number one of which is obviously writing it yourself. But sometimes you need a little help with that. So we're going to discuss different ways you can use to create your own content. And well, one of the things that I really wanted to show you for that is video creation. So let me do a quick video share, or yeah, share of this video software. Actually, it's not much of a video software. It's actually a it's PowerPoint. And the fun part with PowerPoint is you can actually create a video right out of the PowerPoint. Now, I decided I'd make one on the content generation. Now, I'm not even going to attempt to finish this video while I'm on this Hangout because it's going to take a lot of time, and I just don't want to make it uh, too difficult for you to stay awake. But I'm using these instant video templates that I purchased last week. I'm not even sure if they're still available. Maybe Yvonne will have the link for that in the chat. But it's a really good way to create videos very simply. And let me show you, like this here is it's called the Internet Entrepreneur presentation. And let me do a quick slideshow. And you can at least catch the first 4 slides are animations that come from it. So let's start from the beginning, and I'm going to move on to play. As you can see, it automatically has animated parts to it. Now you can change those, and it even has sound effects. And I added the sad face part because the whole object of me is doing this is so that we discuss how Bob here is sad because he's got to create content, but we're going to show him how to not be sad by using some of the content creation methods that we're going to discuss. Oh yeah! And then Bubba here just zoomed out of here. Hey, baby! So as you can see, that this video creation template is actually pretty cool, and it comes with 5 different characters. Now this is just one of the templates. There's about a dozen of them that comes with the package, and it comes with all these different objects that you can use, including the music. Now I'm probably, oops, yeah, there we go. Didn't want to leave you with a black screen there, but it's really easy to create a video then from those types of situations. I have actually, it came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slides. I've added slides to it and duplicated some of them in order to make the one where he wasn't smiling, because as you can see, they all come with smiles on them. So I had to make a non-smiley face so that I could do it. And actually, I could probably copy each one of those into Photoshop and change their faces if I wanted to, which would be useful for different projects. As you can see, this guy here is the same as this guy, just sitting in a chair. Actually, it's him too when he's out on the beach. So, and just like this girl is the same as this girl, just a different outfit. But basically, I mean, there's a bunch more of these instant video templates. And for those of you listening, it's linkdynamite.com/video templates. And you can go and check those out. But the thing with this is when you go to save your, oops, I accidentally clicked on it. Make sure I don't start a video playing. Wow, it's still at $14.63 for this, so the price is still pretty low. Okay, I got rid of it. I'm going to start talking. Okay, so that's what I was doing. I was going to paste the link to, okay, that didn't work. Okay. Dagnabbit. Keep hitting the same button all the time here. Now, I should have been able to copy this. This time it worked. Okay, so now I've got the instant video template link on Blogging with Micheal show, or the bloggingwithmicheal.com/blog, or at least it will be in a few minutes. I just didn't want to, I don't want to refresh the page yet because I've got some other stuff to put on there. Okay, so now, as you can see, the title of the post there is Epic Content Machine Will Make Blogging More Fun. And I'm going to discuss Epic Content Machine in a little bit. It's actually a really cool tool that my buddy just created, and he hasn't even launched it yet. So that's going to be pretty cool when we finally launch it. And I'm expecting him to have it ready by the end of the week. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I will be giving you a link before the end of the show, and you can actually go and get on his notification list, so that way you don't miss out. You know, because he usually starts out the price low, and then it goes up as more people purchase it. Let's see, I need to actually copy and paste this link and put it in there. But let's see. Add. And this is called the Epic Content. Spell it right. Machine. And the link is going to be linkdynamite.com/Epic Content Machine, all one word. Use. And it's already there. And let's see what else. Just want to make sure I've got this done correctly before I go on to the next section here. Piece ACM. Verify that it's there. Tell you what, I really like using Link Dynamite for my links because it just makes it a lot easier to keep track of where all the links are at and how they're set up and everything. But okay, so let's get away from the PowerPoint. But before I leave there, I guess I should just explain that using these kind of templates is a good starting point because now you don't have to invent the whole thing. You've got some starting nuggets that you can use and then build a story from there. And that's the whole thing with creating a video is you want to create a story that people can follow along. Often Yvonne and I, when we're watching TV and the commercials on, sometimes we'll look at a commercial and say, well, that story that they used was pretty stupid, or they could have gone this way with it. And it's just neat to be able to do the creative part for advertisements and for just content in general, where you come up with maybe a tweak to something that's already been invented to make it a little better or just to make it different. So keep that in mind when you're tweaking these video templates, that you don't have to make it identical to the way that it came out. You can make things different. You don't have to use those particular sound effects. You can create your own. It's pretty easy to do that, actually, to create your own sound effect. You can just use the sound recorder that comes with your computer to record short sound effects or voices that you want to use for your characters. So it's pretty easy to do. And if you need help with that, just go to replytomicheal.com and leave me a question and a support ticket, and I'll explain it in more detail how to do that. Okay, so I wanted to get away from the PowerPoint, and there I am. Okay, and I want to show you the content machine that's built into the Epic content machine. Okay, this is the actual software, and this is actually just the content section of it. It comes with another program called Blog Marketer that lets you get your blogs out to a lot of other sites. You don't want your blog posts to just be sitting there on your blog. You want other people to come and see them and read them. So the interesting thing about this software is it gives you, first of all, a headline wizard, which is pretty cool, because here's just a whole bunch of potential headlines. All right, so let's look at this one that says, an eloquent nerd goes up against a corporate suit to debate an unsexy issue that's really a big deal. Well, obviously that doesn't make sense with what we're trying to do. But you can change the words in it to make it fit whatever it is that you're working with. Now, again, it's more of taking, first of all, this may not fit with what you wanted anyway, so you may want to look for a different one. So here's the one that says, a big name politician just labeled America a name I really don't like. Well, you can say a big name marketer just labeled content or bloggers a name I really don't like. So now I've got a blog post title right here. And now I can save that. And now it shows up in my content manager. So later on, if I want to use it, I can. And you can, if you have a spin rewriter account, you can actually connect it to this so that you can spin your text. Because a lot of times you may want to use that post, but in multiple blogs. So I could take the spin and just click on spin, and we'll see what happens here. Now, I haven't read the directions on this software yet, so I might have some issues with this. Let's see. Okay, well that didn't work. I think it does. It's not supposed to work with the headlines, maybe. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to copy this text. Okay, and then I'll save it. Exit out of there, and then again we'll go to the spin. Okay, and then we'll see what it does when you do the spin for it. Oh, there we go. It just changed something on there. A big name online marketer. Merely identified blogger is a name I definitely don't like. Well, some of this you can change it. Like I don't like the merely. But you can actually spin it again. Big name marketing expert just labeled bloggers. A name I truly don't like. So now I would just make sure I capitalize it because it's a headline. And I have a another title I could use. And I can just click save and save and close. So now I've got two different headlines. This one here we can delete because it doesn't have anything in it. Okay, so we've played around with the headlines. The lazy way, it's really the lazy way. What it does is it takes you to 99centarticles.com, where you can go and have somebody write your articles for you. And wow, that's a good way to do it. Again, you're actually saving yourself some time by doing that. Okay, but again, that's the lazy way. The cheating wizard. Well, that one, I don't know if that's where it went to. Nope. Let me go ahead and switch the screen so you can see the cheating wizard. Okay. Here, basically what it's doing is it takes us to Bing, and all right, this is our content that we have, and if we were going to do that, we just look for stuff that's already has the words from our title. Now, how to get noticed online by big name bloggers. A lot of this could actually help you find some ideas for stories too. But if you go to, like, all right, I want to do this, how to get noticed online by big name bloggers. I should open this up a little bit wider, make it easier to work with. But now you can see the content, and there's no mystery to getting noticed by big name bloggers. It's simple hard work and some luck. Remember, though, luck comes by way of hard work. If you want to get noticed by a big name blogger online, the following are 3 things you can do to heighten your chances. Now, here's where you might want to just do something like this, where you copy that and then paste it. Go. That didn't look very good. Okay. Well, I guess it was too much. Oh, okay, that's what it did. It actually gives you the link to it as well. Okay, and this is what we want to do. And then what you do is you take this 3 ways to get noticed by famous bloggers, and maybe we'll change that to 3 ways to change the opinions of famous marketers. See, the whole thing is, it's not, the cheating wizard is not a way to steal content. It's a way to tailor content to your needs. Now, you're not there to try to, steal their stuff, but you can tailor it to answer the same questions to what that you're trying to do, but in your topic. So, if you want to get noticed by famous bloggers, great, this is the way to do it. Or if you want to change the opinion of a famous big name marketer, then give a solution to a problem is actually a good way of doing it. And give a solution to a problem that the famous marketer has. And then again, you can add that content. Okay, now see this, I was doing it wrong. I should have been adding the content and then changing it here. But since I've already changed it, basically when you highlight text, drag it here, and then when you go to add it, then you make your changes the way you want it to do it. See, 3 ways to, now I would be doing, to change the opinions of famous marketers. And you click on next, and then the solution is give a solution to the problem. The problem about find a solution. Am I the only one that does that when you hit a capital letter, that the next letter immediately following that is capitalized too? I'm the only one that does that? No. The famous marketers. Okay, so you want to find a solution to a problem. I like that better. A problem that famous marketer may have. Okay, so now we've got some content already set up. But basically you could do the same thing all the way through. And then when you click Save and Close, oh, then we're back here. Now let's go to our Content Manager. And here's the content method. And then you can actually go and edit it. As you can see, it saved everything that we were doing. And then I didn't want it, this stuff that we can remove. 3 ways to change the opinions of famous marketers. And then get rid of this one because that's the one that I had messed up on. Actually, no, this was the one that came out better. Just need to rewrite it. That looks actually much better. Okay, so what I would do is take this one, drag it there, remove that one. And the cool part is this is a rich text editor, so that means you can set it all up so that it'll work with your blog, because you can actually take this now and copy it straight into your blog. Or if you use Windows Live Writer, you can copy it immediately into your Windows Live Writer and then post it. And now I can save the content. And as you can see, now when I open the editor, was that visible? Nope. Alright. Sorry about that. Let me show that part to you, because that's really something that you need, is to be able to see the editor. Just gonna locate it. Oh. Okay. And the edit content section, there we go. As you can see, it allows you to copy and paste, move stuff around. This is our headline. This is the stuff that we had gotten, and see the content method is curation, but you can actually set up whichever method you wanted to use. But it tells you what method you use to create the content, so that way you've got an idea. So if you were using a lazy way, then you would have a blog post from somebody that you were using. Okay, and then at the end, so you can italicize, change the font size, you can change the font, and then just save it. In fact, you can actually make this a bulleted list. Get rid of that. Okay, and then save the content. Okay, so that was the content manager. Now, the content wizard. This is the one that to me is the most important one out of all of these. And you'll see in a second what I mean. Alright, again, I'm going to have to exit out of there and click again to go into Content Wizard. Okay, see now this here is actually a very ingenious thing. It says enter your idea and choose the amount of paragraphs you want to write. Well, my idea would be how to write content the easy way. And then we'll say 3 paragraphs and click next. Now we have the content wizard taking us to the next step, which is 3 paragraphs. Now we need a main idea for each paragraph. Using other people's research to help us create own content. Saves time. Okay. And then again, I'm still having an issue with capitalizing the second letter. Okay, and then our next paragraph would be to change something you already wrote to make a new version of it. You could use a spinner. Then, final paragraph would be you can have someone else write it for you. Okay, so now those are our 3. They're not the paragraphs, but they're the main ideas for each paragraph. So the next step is then to turn these into sentences. Now I kind of did it backwards. I went ahead and created a sentence first, but normally you would just write the idea and then turn it into a sentence. But since I've already done that, now basically it gives you the sentences, and then it says add at least 3 sentences to connect each sentence together. Using other people's research to help us create our own content saves time. Now, I would want some opening sentences for this. And then, I would do the writing for it. I'm not going to go through all that now because that would take some time, and I don't want to bore you. So, but what you do then is you save and close. And now I'll take you back to the content manager. And we don't have a title for it, but it's in there. So if we click on there, there it is. And it doesn't have a name yet. So writing content the easy way. Now I've given it a name, and then I can continue to flesh this out and make it the way I want to make it, and then I can save it again, and now it's got a title. But it was the same editor as what we used in the other when we're working on this one here. Okay. Well, hopefully that gives you an idea for this software. Hold on, let me head over to the website here. I need to get the link. Alright, so I want to put that link in the on the blog post. And in fact, Epic Content Machine is the software that we just used. Now, again, in fact, I'm going to use my, hold on just a sec. Let me go. Hi, I'm back. All right, let me show you the Windows Live Writer, because this is what I use for most of my stuff. Now, all right, I've highlighted Epic Content Machine. I'm going to click on hyperlink, and since I had already copied my Epic Content Machine link, it automatically links to it. Now I want it to always link to that every time I write a post and I talk about Epic Content Machine, it will automatically link to that one. It's good because then anytime I write on this computer and do this, it will remember that and it will do it each time. So Epic Content Machine. And this, that where you put a title to a link, that is for Google's benefit. And actually, it is also for people's benefit, because if you notice on websites, when you hover over a link, you'll see some text show up. That's usually the title. Okay. And then when you click Insert, bam, there we go. We've got our link there. And then I will put a link here. Click here to get on the waiting list for this software before it even launches. And then I'll paste the link there. And I like to to edit my hyperlinks, and then again change the title to the keywords, in which case this is Epic Content Machine. Help you create content fast and okay, so now we've got our post with the links. And now I can publish that, and then you can actually see those there on if you refresh the blog page. Unfortunately, that also means the video will stop, but I think if you play it, it'll pick up where we left off, so it's not real bad. And yeah, last week I had talked about video marketing, and I mentioned the instant video templates, and then also the animated video templates that well, we've been using those since last week, and it really does help with the creative process when you're creating videos. And know that if you write a blog article, it's not a bad idea to make a blog post, like a video post, out of that same article, because what ends up happening is you're doubling up your content, and you can actually post it other places, so you're not stuck with your all your content being text-based, or not all your content is based on video, and that gets people to go from, say, YouTube over to your blog to read some of your stuff. And the fact that Google loves video will send you traffic from, if you're putting a link back to your blog in your video description, then it'll send people there. So it doesn't hurt to set stuff up like that. Now you're probably saying, well, all right, what do I got to do to create a blog post or a video out of my blog post? Well, one way is to take PowerPoint and take what you've done. All right, say we've got 5 main points. In fact, this is something you could actually do, and let me share this with the PowerPoint here. Let's say we've got that article that I wrote that's on bloggingwithmicheal.com right now. All right, I'm going to start a brand new slide here, or PowerPoint. I'm not going to keep this one here. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go, we're going to close this one. I'm not going to save it. Okay, and I'm going to open a new one here. In fact, I'm going to use one from the other the PowerPoint video templates, and this is going to be there's one from marketing, so let's use that. And this one's a marketing problem focused PowerPoint. Okay. Now I don't have the proper fonts loaded, but luckily it gives me a link to it. I guess I need to open this in the window so you can see it. There it is. Okay. Now, the interesting part with this is my first time opening this one here, and it looks funny. Well, here they give me the font that I need to go get. So I'll copy this, and then I'm going to go to my browser, and I'm going to go get that font. And stand by. Okay, I'm going to download it, and okay, I want it in my fonts folder. Okay, and I'm going to open it and install it. Okay, so now that I've installed the font, I'm going to open that same PowerPoint again. I need to exit out of this one first. Oops. I want to close it, and let me reopen that file. Oh man, I saved it. Well, luckily, I already have that Same one. I'm going to extract it. Okay. So now I can go back to marketing. And where to go? There it is. Okay. And wow, that makes a huge difference. And let me show you so you can see it. See, that's the thing with these, is that they tell you what font you need, and then you can just go download it. See? So now, Traffic Megastar is the fastest way to free traffic. And if you need additional fonts, they usually will tell you. But like this is actually animated. It brings up the questions, and so you can edit this to do exactly what you want it to do. So now if I took my article that I have over here on here where I said Epic Content Machine will make blogging more fun. Let me copy that text, and then that's what I need to do for this post. Is edit. Okay, now it's under. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong screen here. Go to PowerPoint, and then probably need to do. So this is going to be. It's going to be fun. It's going to be more. Obviously, hold on. Epic Content Machine. Blogging, and then I've got to remove. Now, unfortunately, it added my font styles that I didn't really want. It really should be blue. So let's go back to home here and choose colors that we've been using. I think it's that one. And then we'll go back to our new fonts, which are the one that we installed, which was Biba New. There we go. We'll make blogging more fun, and we'll take these and just move them. Okay, so now we can actually play. As you can see, that was the animation that came with this particular slideshow, basically. So pretty easy. All we had to do was change the words, and I could have actually added the exclamation point. And then say, how do you create your blog content? And the fun part with this is you can actually move it around and even turn it so. And the way this was set up, it actually has the music playing from the first slide on through. So you can, and then obviously this we have to change it from numbers. We just make the circles bigger, and let's see what it does. Well, that's actually pretty easy. Take this, move it over here, bigger, and then right. Oops. Yourself. Make that a centered. Change the font size. Actually has room now, so I could say write it yourself. Maybe not that way. Yourself. And then if I hold the shift key, I should be able to remove both. Yep. There we go. The next one is going to be the circle, but I think you have to move this guy out of the way in order to get to it. And then this one is by it. So actually we can make our circle a little bit smaller. This one bigger. And borrow. Actually, let's just say curate, which is another word for borrow. And then we've got to get our question mark back where it belongs. Okay, let's see what that looks like now. Start from the beginning. See, so already we've got our article going along. But again, you can just change these as you go along. And I'm not going to do the whole article. And you can make it so that it actually goes with whatever it is you're going to talk about. Like now, if your blog post said something in particular, you can take out slides so that it fits, or duplicate some so that you get the same. You can just change the stuff that's on one slide. Like this one here, you could actually do multiples of this. Or instead of writing it yourself, you could put what the bad parts about writing it yourself would be. And you can actually remove the question mark and put an exclamation point and say, I. You know. But, you know, again, I don't want to just spend a lot of time on the what you would put in there. But basically, if you've already written the article, use that article in your video, basically, as the text that you're going to use. And then the fun part with this is on your slideshow, you can use this one here where it says record slideshow, and you can actually record your voice narrating each slide. And it'll use the timings that you give to it so that you're doing it at the pace that you're speaking instead of going by the pace that the slides are set for.
90 seconds.
Okay, well, that's about it for our show today. I know I would have loved to have covered more, but again, you know, that's the thing with doing these. It gets to be a lot of well, it takes a lot of time to cover all this stuff. So thanks for watching and listening, and
60 seconds.
I really appreciate you taking the time to come in and watch the Blogging with Micheal show and listen to it. And in the near future, we'll be doing the video podcast at the same time as the audio. So, in fact, we may actually do the video podcast first and then upload the audio to the Blog Talk Radio Network instead of doing the simulcast, just so that way if somebody wanted to listen to it but doesn't care about seeing the video, that's fine. And Blog Talk Football will be coming up soon. It's not, I mean, we're deciding on the timing of it, but it should be coming pretty soon. We're about ready to launch this, so keep your ears open for when that comes, and we'll see you next week on Blogging with Micheal.